other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Hey everyone, welcome to the goddamn show. We're gonna, do something. I don't know. All I know is what really counts right now is that we are not streaming on the Lollygaggers. Not because that would be a bad thing, but because that means I would have forgotten to switch the thing over. So.
Been there.
Yeah.
Been there.
Same.
Ooh, I've got experience points to spend real quick.
Oh, you should do that. What up, Ashley? Yeah, we're playing Forbidden Lands, Thunder Rift, D&D basic setting. And we're picking up in town. I'll say enough time has passed that everyone can go back up to fully healed. Conifer, you're still a half-halfling. So, good luck.
We should tell Dan that McGavin saved his life.
Oh, I already told Dan.
I got the fill-in.
Okay.
You know.
I mean, granted, I rode you around most of the night as though you were my mount, but I still saved your life.
Saved me from the danger you put me in.
I do really think that should bump McGavin over to your buddy slot. Because he did save your life.
Yeah. He can also go in my enemy slot for putting me in danger that required me to be saved.
We were going to be in danger no matter what. You know.
He's my frenemy.
There you go. There you go.
Best fiends.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do some introductions and then we'll get back into it. Bert, I'll let you go first. Who you playing?
I'm playing Mifune, the thief.
Wink.
Big country bumpkin who worked hard most of his life and decided that people that make their living by taking stuff from other people have it easier. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that.
Sounds logical. Hey. All right, Dan, you're up next.
Dan with the Defenders of Cobalt and playing Conifer, our half human, half halfling druid wizardy guy. We'll see if I can find a way to become full half halfling.
Does that work?
Yes.
We'll
Or some other combination.
Figure it out. Jake, you're next.
Well, I'm Ian Finlar, a traveling merchant / murderous adventurer. There's no better way to make money than free enterprise.
There you go. Very cool. Next up, we got Jeff.
Hi, I'm McGavin. I'm a halfling hunter who hunts halflings and then eats them and absorbs their power because there can be only one halfling. And I don't think McGavin's realized that by saying there can be only one halfling, he's therefore implying that he himself is a halfling, but he's not ready to face that truth just yet. But hi.
Love it. Absolutely fantastic.
The question is, if McGavin was a halfling, would he eat himself?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he would. He's got that kind of dedication to this.
He's ready. All right, Jeremy.
Well, there's nothing special about me. I'm Forbauti. I'm a dwarven fighter. I kill people for money. And I do imagine if McGavin realized he was a halfling, he'd just smother himself with mustard and he would eat himself. And he'd find himself delicious, probably.
Is
If you've
McGavin
seen,
a condiment?
if you've seen the fantastic cinema film Spaceballs, McGavin would go out much like Pizza the Hut, and that he would lock himself inside a limousine and eat himself to death. And by eat himself to death, I mean he would literally eat himself until he was dead.
Beautiful.
Yes.
We all have dreams.
Dreams and aspirations. All right. Yeah, we're picking back up in Melanir. The job for...
Quick question.
Yeah.
Check your character sheets. Mine got reset. All my stuff that I spent last time are gone.
Oh yeah, me too, actually. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I remember what I did, But yeah, you guys should
Check your
sheet.
talents. Check your talents, Jake. See if your talents change. That's where my main issue is.
Yeah.
Talents.
There were
I
like
think I'm
Talents
okay.
are good.
2 or 3 updates to Forbidden Lands over the past week. So
Mhm.
Mm.
Oh wait, I meant stuff was supposed to be at 3 that I need to reset.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, patch that up while we get started. Yeah, in Melanair, ready to maybe look for another job, take on another endeavor. I do know that Finlar was asking about real estate, and because of that, got a little handout, little journal. Go ahead and show it to everyone. That way I can interrupt you while you're getting your talents put back up. Yeah, so Finlar, you ask around in this week. And yeah, there's some stuff up for sale in town. And you talk to the mayor. You've got a way in after that job you just took for whatever the guy's name is, completing Castle Crawl's, information quest. Yeah, they would give you permission to buy in town if you wanted, and if you can afford it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm going to have to do a little bit of salesmanship with some of our loot in order to get us a decent place in town.
Do we want a place in this town? It is close to the swamp.
That is true. Well, I mean, for 10 gold, we could get a mining cottage in the hills and then just bury all of our stuff under it.
You definitely could. Mining cottages, nothing more than a basic shack. Maybe if you're lucky, it's already got a cot in it. Of course, that would put you relatively unprotected, and the hills are known for having bandits. But for 10 gold, that's, something you could
Well, the
afford.
beautiful thing is, bandits would come in to ransack the place, maybe, and they would find a cot, a pillow, maybe some straw. They won't find what I buried in a hole under the floor. It'll be great.
Is this the shithole plan again?
I was thinking the same thing.
No.
It's too smart.
It's a
what we-
genius, it's genius level engineering. I couldn't think of that. No.
Yeah, that's what we need the mining equipment for.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just put it out there with the way the last job ended up paying out. If we're willing to go in and we can tolerate one another, I bet another decent job or two, we could actually get ourselves a nice fancy place.
Did we get paid also?
Yes.
We have
did.
an awful lot of gold.
You
So
can
on
add
the
a,
character sheets.
yeah, I don't know how much money you had before, but add a 7 gold and a silver piece to it.
A lot less than that.
So,
boy.
I don't want to, tip the scales or nothing, but a butcher shop would really facilitate my personal mission. Just so you know.
You know, you
And it
have a
sounds
good
like-
point there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's hard to argue with this this train of thought, but I don't think I'll ever go there.
That's understandable. And completely unrelated, Mr. Game Master, sir. McKevin would like to buy a goat. There's nothing for a goat in the list, but he doesn't want a donkey because no thanks.
Yeah.
He wants a goat so he can stack all his shit on top of it, and the goat can carry it for him.
Alright.
And then occasionally, McKevin can ride the goat, and we can hop on things, and it'll be delightful.
Yet I have animal handling and know my way around farm stock.
Let's see.
Excellent. I was just going to threaten to eat it over and over again until it did what I told it to.
Is it 10 silver to the gold in this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, buying a goat, 3 silver.
You could possibly have 2 goats.
Yeah.
I can buy so many goats.
So many goats. Yeah, riding horse, 2 gold. Combat horse is 8 gold. Donkey is 6 silver. Guard dogs 4. Pig is 2. I'm calling sheep/goat 3, cows a gold, chickens are 4 copper, and homing pigeons in a cage are 2 silver.
Also, I'm gonna buy a silver buckle for my loincloth.
Nice. That would just be
It's like
the
eight-
weight in silver
silver, I
coins.
think.
What's that?
It's 8 silver, and you get +1 to manipulation with it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's
Stare at me buckle.
fantastic.
I'm buying some armor, studded leather, topping off my arrows.
Well, I tell you what, you don't need to buy any. I'll give you my studded leather. I
Oh.
bought some new armor. Save yourself the cash.
Why, thank you.
Nice.
It's gonna ride high on your shins there. But as long as they don't chop at your ankles, you'll be fine.
Tell you what, I'll spend a silver to get somebody to fit it right.
There you go. There you go.
It's cut off some of the leather from the other suit and put it on the legs.
Yeah. All right.
Sew it together at the bottom.
Anybody want a small shield?
I'll take that too, actually.
There you go, buddy.
There you go.
Normally I would call you my rival, but we ate frog legs and we
Yeah.
both held it down.
Yeah. You did. It was great.
If I wanted to start selling off my loot, where would I go to do that?
Well, the player's handbook has a gear section. What all do you have? Or you got it recorded somewhere in Foundry?
Yeah, I've got it's in the notes, the section for the party sheet.
Yeah. Notes. Oh god. You guys have a lot of crap.
Yeah, we do. Been dragging it forever.
Yeah, just sell it off at the prices that are listed there. For like regular loot, for weapons, you'll only get half. It's like a bronze medallion, bone whistle, silver box, silver goblets, golden trays.
Just a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with all the
Wait.
copper stuff.
Should we get like a cart, you know?
That's what I'm thinking, because dragging things around with soggy bed sheets is not really doing it for me.
This is why we should purchase a home. Put our stuff in the home.
Exactly.
Madness.
So yeah, if you want to get a cart, it's gotta be in here somewhere. Trade goods.
Means of transportation: 15 silver for a cart, 3 gold for a wagon.
Surely there's some old manor that old man Jenkins used to live in that's haunted that we can get at a good price.
Well, I will put out there that all of the places that you can buy and their cost takes into account issues that are already existent there. So it'll be an exciting time no matter which one you buy. Or, the top line is structure found while adventuring. That's always free, as long as, you clear out any current residents.
Yeah, but that place was damp. I don't like damp.
That
Or
was
we could find a different structure.
certainly good.
There's a half-burnt orc. I'm sorry, a half-burnt halfling base that we found in the hills.
There was.
Yeah, I see it on the map that there's a keep. We could just murder everyone in it and take it for ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's full of halflings.
How many guards does this Melanir town have?
Guards?
Yeah.
I think.
And are they halflings?
It's in.
We dress them up to look like halflings.
I was just making a joke.
Oh God, I can.
Are you thinking we just take over this town instead?
Well, that was the implication I was making. I was just making a joke. I wasn't being, you know.
The thing actually has a thing for how many guards are in town. There's 18 guards altogether.
McGavin just goes,
Ugh, that's a lot of calories. Ugh.
I think we better buy the butcher shop before we take over the town.
I mean, we'll probably have to like take them out like one or two at a time. Like, might take a week or two.
Yeah, that could. Anyway, so yeah, if you all want to look for another job, if you don't have, something you'd like to take on yourself, check the job board. There's something new posted along with existing things.
Well, I'm always down for just getting some more work.
I remember there being something about going over to a town nearby to look things up.
That's the missing merchant job.
We do have a lot of cash on us, though. So
Yeah.
putting that somewhere, investing it, or if they have something resembling a bank.
There is a money lender in town, a money changer, by the name of Karen. And yeah, you could store your money there. They're
Oh,
actually,
she sounds awful.
and she's actually the one that the missing merchant job is through as well.
Okay. Well, if you charge people money to borrow money, would that mean we could charge you for giving you our money to hold?
She would, yeah, it's called interest.
I am interested, yes.
And every year that you have money in our bank, you get 1 copper per gold.
Oh, Chuck, this is fantasy. Let's not go there.
I was like, oh, I should make it realistic. There you go. But anyway, yeah, you can deposit money with her and she'll keep it safe.
How do you keep it safe?
I can't tell you that because then you might come and try and make it unsafe.
Well, so yeah,
She's
that's
putting
what I
it
was
in her
thinking.
mattress.
Yes.
So yeah, I
I'm telling
can't.
you, she's just burying it in a crap hole in her backyard. Really.
There's no crap hole in my backyard, he says with shifty eyes and a bead of sweat on her forehead.
Right.
I need to call her a contractor soon.
Yeah.
Thought that was a unique design.
It's very, very popular in these parts.
Hooch Incorporated came in and installed it.
That's it. Anyway, so what do you all want to do? Oh, that's the
So
right
what's
one.
new on the board?
So the new item on the board, there's a new flyer up. Torland needs your help. I, Gustavin, mayor of Torland, am in need of help. My village has fallen under a dark and evil curse, the likes of which I have been unable to fathom. Other adventurers have been hired to combat this evil, but all have failed. We seek a hardy band of adventurers with great skill to come to our aid. If you consent to aid my village, you will be rewarded. We are not rich, for the curse has robbed us of our prosperity, but all that we have we will gladly give to you. Seek me at my home in Torland, and it's signed Gustavin of Torland.
Well, it seems like they don't have any money, so everything they would own would be like the town, right? So they'd give us the town if we lifted the curse.
We could probably get ourselves a home there.
That's the logic I'm following here.
And we make sure that we loot the previous heroes, of course.
He did say everything.
That's true.
Everything,
That's true.
yeah.
The one thing that concerns me is they put an emphasis on hearty, which means to me that, they want us to be matey. And in given present company, that gives me pause. Yeah.
Did you just call me fat? Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, goodness, no, you're cherubic.
That's different. That means something else.
It does. It does. It means you
Okay,
have the
okay.
finest jib I've ever seen.
You and your jibs. I really, never mind. But yeah. We
Could
can
you
eat a
point
whole
on the
village.
halfling exactly where a jib is?
Wait, there's a
Is it
halfling
above or
around here?
below the silver buckle?
Oh yeah, I'm pointing to our other teammate that looks like a halfling.
It's almost violence in these streets.
I know. Just getting set up here.
Now,
Absolutely.
the problem with this one is that it says they are not rich. Now, I don't really do this for the money. I do this for the pleasure of the meats. But I know some of you do it for the money. So then that's the question of if they're not rich, they might not have a lot to give us.
Except the town. They can give us the town.
No, that's true. And their ribs.
At least one each.
There you go.
Yeah.
The missing merchant one, that one's not new. Or no, that's the Karen one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's
Where
the
am I?
job board posted? Oh, I see.
It's one.
It's a map. Okay.
Suppose we could also look and see which one's closer.
Yeah.
Which one is least likely to pull us into a goddamn swamp again?
Yeah, where's Torland?
Uh,
Oh, there it
Torland,
is.
yep.
It's they're opposite directions. Yeah,
Yeah.
Torland's to the east and Orlane's to the west and around the marsh.
I don't know. They're about the same distance, I think. But Orlane might be harder to get to because there's no road.
Yeah, we gotta get to that swamp again, maybe.
All right, well then the other one it is.
Okay.
At least that's my 2 cents. I just finished getting the funk out of my beard.
Whoa, language, jeez.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
little
So-
kids around here.
If we return Mr. Olivero alive, we get 40 silver. But then if we decease him after we bring him back, it's another 20?
Let me check the wording. For the safe return, he'll pay 40.
Yeah,
If
so we
he's
return him
dead,
safely,
If
and
he's,
then we decease him.
if he's dead, he'll only pay 20.
Well, but we
Well-
take the 40 and then we decease him, and then we
Bring
brought him back
again.
We brought him both back alive and deceased.
Well, technically, safe return doesn't literally mean alive. It just means we return him safely, like we keep ourselves safe or his remains safe as we return him.
At times like this, you need yourself a proper hobgoblin lawyer.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I hope there's someone here, and I hope he's not been religiously persecuted by his extreme beliefs.
I think 40 silver, oh, it's per member, but that's not a lot. It's not a lot. I think like a whole town, even a whole poor town, but it's a whole town, could probably scrape together more than 40 silver. The
I
town's
mean,
gonna be-
eventually, like, they'll be worth more than 40 silver.
yeah.
It's a whole town.
We'll just make him at least give us the biggest fucking building there.
Or we can be like slumlords and,
I
We own
like
the
that.
town
We get
and
rid
they
of the
can-
curse.
they can pay us to continue living in their own homes.
I'm gonna throw out another idea. Way off to the west of Orlane, there's a butthole in the ground. It's called the Dark Pit. That could be fun.
It is a butthole in the ground, yes.
It's technically accurate.
It's a giant crap hole. There's treasure in there.
Yeah. If logic tells me anything, there's loot in that hole.
Find ourselves
I-
a random goblin for some reason.
As much as I respect the idea of us just jumping in as deep as we can into that giant gaping mess, maybe we set that as like a future goal.
I
Well, my vote would be for Torland. It's not too bad. I mean, we go through. We can take a boat. Oh wait, are we in Melnir?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a road going to Torland.
Yeah, there's not a road going to Orlane.
Right. I got you.
I like roads.
Yeah. And the good thing is you've explored.
A lot of that already. Yeah.
So
Like we're just one hex off from
having
explored the whole region up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Easy
So-
peasy.
And we just need to explore one hex to get experience.
You do.
Hooray! Minimum
Alright.
effort.
Minimum effort. That's the name of the game.
So let's see. At the end of the
Before we
first,
go,
yeah.
McGavin does stock up on like arrows and food and water. Make
Okay.
sure he's up at D12s and everything.
Cool.
Oh, how much does it cost per die?
That's a great question.
I don't remember how much food and water was.
It's trade goods. Trade goods. Field rations are silver each, so like a die size. I'm gonna take it as fresh water in a water skin would be 3.
Arrows are, depending on the type you use, I'm using iron, so like iron headed, so that's 12 copper. And that increases
Per
the
die?
arrow side yeah,
Yep.
well, it increases the arrow's resource die by 1 step. The wooden ones you can get that are cheaper, but that means like armors counts as double if you use those. So it's better to get the
Just dump 10 silver and call it good across the board.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah, that's what I ended up doing.
D12s all the way across.
Sounds like a plan. All right.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Just as a note, I'm incapable of rolling dice in the chat. I'm trying to roll a d6 to see how much this silver statue is worth, but I can't.
It was doing that on Deadlands.
Yeah,
the other
cannot
day.
convert unidentified or null to object. Trying to use
Can I at
the
least attack? I can at least attack. That's good.
trying to use the dice roller
Yeah.
on screen. Won't let me do it.
We don't like dice rollers anyways.
Dice are idiots.
You might refresh. Because there's no permission for allow dice rolling or not.
We're talking about just using the tool at the
Nope.
bottom.
Yeah, the tool at the bottom won't allow it.
That's... Oh, it doesn't let me
Can't
either.
Yeah, I can't even type it in.
Okay.
Maybe it's the module is no longer.
Okay, so over on the very far left side of the screen,
Mhm.
at the bottom, there's the simple dice roller. Looks like a D20.
Yeah, that works. Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so 3.
Yep.
Cool.
We're not totally sunk.
Yeah.
Because we're about to need to explore.
Well, now, so far with all the stuff I've sold, we've got 24 gold in our group.
Nice.
Almost enough for the butcher shop. Or
Yeah.
Well, less than
we'll
halfway
have
there.
24 gold and a village.
I've got 17, so that puts us up to 41.
Wow.
Might be able to get the butcher shop after this.
Yeah.
So.
Or we lean into somebody and we get ourselves a haunted mansion.
Oh, there you go. All right. End of the first day of travel. Land you at the little village of Edgewater. They do have an inn there if you want to, sleep indoors, or for free, you can camp out outside of the town. Should be relatively safe.
I'm fine camping. I got a tent.
Yeah, lodging at an inn is 5 copper for your own room, or 2 copper to sleep in their dormitory room. But if you want to camp, that's fine too.
We can't get raided by bandits if we don't camp.
True.
Right. Wait, don't we have to explore a hex before we get to Torland, or is this prior to Torland?
No, this is the
Really?
village of Edgewater. It's on the
Oh,
way to
Edgewater.
Torland.
Oh,
yeah.
I got you. I want to pay for a bed. I don't want to sleep outside. Nature has got insects and stuff.
That is true. Anyway, so those of you who want to camp, you can. Those of you who want a room in the inn, that's 5 copper. If you want your own bed. If you want the dormitory, it's 2 copper.
All right,
Sticking to
fine.
my hermit ways.
I'll camp out with you. I'm not going to leave you out there by yourself.
So,
Well, I'll camp out as well.
Oh, fine.
I'll just have a fun old time with my friends, the insects.
Going to town, I'll buy a bed and I'll bring it out and camp on it.
Camping done right.
You start hearing guard whistles as he comes walking out of town with somebody else's bed.
yeah, there's this little house. I didn't see anyone in there until after I kicked the door in, but, they just said I could have their bed.
I totally.
Take whatever you want, just leave. So I took the bed.
All right, next day. Do you want to go to this hex here or to that hex there?
Oh, I don't want to cross water.
Okay.
Let's go to the other one.
Yeah.
All right, so this is our hex of exploration for the night. So go ahead and roll them things. In the party sheet,
Indeed.
we'll need our lead the way and our scouts.
Boy.
Who's doing what?
Oh gosh.
Looks like lead the way.
I
was
bought a bear
Connor.
trap. I want to go hunting.
Oh, you're gonna go hunting? You could certainly do that.
Wow.
Push the scout.
I'll put a blanket. I want to take a nip.
Might as
What
well.
am I doing?
I failed to lead the way.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
I
That
failed to
means
scout.
There is some mishaps.
We all did good
There
at our
is
jobs.
danger.
Gotta make it give me my bonus.
I'm just happy to have slept in a bed, and it's got me all frazzled.
I
Okay.
forgot to roll my food real quick.
This is fine. As you're all making it through this hex, it's really kind of strange. As you're getting closer to your destination, to Torland, the weather starts clouding over fairly intensely, and it seems like it's very localized to this area. Start seeing a few flakes of snowfall, which is just totally bizarre for this time of year. And eventually you come across on the eastern side of this hex, this road, just these giant snow drifts. Maybe 10, 15 feet tall. Who knows how thick they are?
How many halflings could be hiding in them?
Who knows?
All of them.
So you could, A, push through and make some endurance tests, and if you fail, you'll become cold, and that's a condition you'd have to deal with. Or you could go and see if you can scout through another hex to get around it.
Well, that means I
McGavin
think
has his blanket over top of him, like
I'm good to go. Let's whenever you guys are ready.
so. He's covered his normally completely nude, other than his loincloth body, and now buckle with his blanket.
Nice. Moving up in the world.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm rich.
So what's the plan?
I'm fine
I'm
for
for
either
going
one.
around. Yeah, I'm for going around and figure out like why this is going on. This is really odd.
Maybe go to the other adjacent hex after all.
I think magic might have something to do with it. Magic's always bad.
We'll do the next set of rolls.
I look at our halfling. Always bad.
So
I'm not completely halfling yet.
if we want to get those lead the way and keep watch rolls. For Bounty, did you ever roll your hunting?
I tried to click on there. I realized for me to get the benefit of my bear trap, I have to do it from the actual character sheet. So I'll do that real quick for you.
Okay. All right, so we did good on lead the way and keep watch. For Bowdy, you pulled a success. And we are in hills, so there was no penalty to that. So why don't you... Let's just get a D6 roll out there. Okay, so you managed to... And you're trapping specifically. You managed to come across... track down some rabbits, and you find their little trail.
Rabbits with the bear trap.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mess.
Their heads just popped right off.
Yeah.
It'll be
So
over quick.
you need to give me a survival test.
Another one. Okay.
This is to see if you get your trap set up and it goes off on the rabbits.
Okay. So roll the same thing again.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want to push that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, somehow the rabbits just didn't carry enough weight to set off the bear trap.
Imagine that.
Stupid bear trap. I'm gonna be carrying this thing around the whole campaign, but someday I'm just gonna throw it in somebody's face and it'll be worth it.
I believe it. All
Hide
right.
over a door and drop it on their head.
Actually, I'd recommend that you tie it to a chain and swing it around.
Cool.
Get a chain shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we do roll up
Yes.
a random encounter. This way is not blocked. You do definitely see the same kind of like as you're approaching Torland, the clouds. It gets really cold. It starts snowing. You're kind of moving along and you can see big portions of the river are frozen over next to Torland. But as you're... Let's go with this one.
Nice.
We're going to... As you're all coming along. Now, our scout, Finlar, you would catch this first. You see a wagon coming down the road towards you. So it's going the opposite direction, so you'll pass by each other. A very odd-looking wagon with a very odd-looking man walking out front of it, being pulled by two black horses. And on the side of each horse is a figure, human-sized, completely covered in black robes. Can't see anything of them, just these black robes. And as he gets close, let's see, where's my picture? He comes up and he's like, greetings, travelers. I am Vergaville, a merchant of sorts. You have the coin, I might just have exactly what it is you're looking for. Or something you didn't know you were looking for.
We're looking for an entire village or a house of some sort. I start looking around and stuff.
You're outside of town a little way. You like that?
I have fear.
That's wonderful.
So, are you interested in my wares?
I mean, you do look like a trustworthy sort.
I am very trustworthy. Beyond reproach.
What are your feelings towards halflings? This is a litmus test for whether we'll actually do business with you.
My feeling towards halflings is rather indifferent. Simply because I'm unable to read which way you want me to answer that question.
I am a bit of a closed book, I know.
Yes, yes.
Inscrutable.
Quite mysterious, I must say.
A mind like an iron sieve.
Iron sieve. It just... Anyway, I have some special wares. Just got them not horribly long ago, and I haven't found a buyer yet. I'm selling them if you're interested.
Kind of weird she got there.
Well, I'll show you first. I'll tell you before. My price on this, it's not a lot, but it is not negotiable. I'm selling these for 10 silver each, and I have 6 of them. And let's show the picture. These, my friends, are souls trapped in jars.
Oh.
And they do what? Like,
Yes,
you
that
don't eat
is the question.
them. I don't think you could grow anything out of them.
They are used as components for magical effects, spells, incantations, rituals. The usages are limitless, and if you have someone in the proper arcane arts, you could even use these to give intelligence to your dear goat friend there.
He's not my friend.
Well, your goat.
What if he could become your friend?
I don't know if I'd want that. That would be, we're like blood brothers now. We ate a halfling together while we were wandering about towns. Like that's an oath, like blood brothers, way better than friends.
Are any of those souls halfling souls?
Well,
Okay, I'm interested.
sadly, I don't know which ones are which. I mean, a soul looks like any other soul. There's a chance one of these could be a halfling soul.
Are any of them maybe perhaps smaller than the other ones? Are they like,
The magical energies that animate life, I mean, it's pretty much the same amount for each one. I do have this one. It's a little brighter than the others. Still the same price of 10 silver.
So does he actually have those 2 hooded guards with him as well?
Yeah. They're standing back by the horses.
These things maybe... Oh, sorry.
I still think that magic is bad. Again, I get shifty eye looks over to our halfling.
Well, do you have anything that isn't a soul in a creepy bat jar?
No.
Well, okay.
Not very
Pass.
diverse in your sales, I see.
We're saving up for a butcher shop, you see.
Where do you get the souls?
I have a supplier.
Artisanal? I mean, these are all,
Very artisanal.
Okay.
Wait, how much are they again?
10
silver apiece?
each.
I will purchase these souls.
I've got 6. You're buying all 6 of them.
I will buy all 6 of them, yes.
they'll take your entire stock?
Is fantastic. Yes, very well. 60 silver, and they're all yours.
I'll pull out 6 gold coins and pass them his way.
Fantastic. Thank you for your business. It's a good thing I'm off to resupply myself. I've got no more wares to peddle.
Were these ethically sourced?
I am not legally obligated to share that information, my friend. But if you have need, I'll find you, and I can sell you more.
Do you ever sell anything other than just the soul jars, that is?
Yes, but I would prefer not to talk about those unless I actually have them for sale. And I think that you might be the kind that would be interested in buying those.
All right, then. Because at first I was wondering if you could give sentience to my axe and make it hunger for blood so it'd be more ready to do the deed. But
I could do that.
then I hope we meet again.
I mean, we'll just use one of those souls that your friend just bought.
You mean you could do that like right now?
Yeah, I'll charge a gold for that.
I already spent 6.
Could I pay you back a gold?
Sure, why not?
I
I'll
just got to.
pass over one of the jars and another gold coin.
Very good, very good. And he takes the soul jar and he's like, "Can I borrow your axe for a few minutes?"
We're definitely not
Yes.
making mistakes.
And
We're
he-
making a very good decision right now.
He takes it and he climbs into the back of his wagon. It'll be just a few moments. I must kindly ask that no matter what you hear or what you might see, please do not enter or disturb me. These things can go awry if interrupted. Okay. For Bounty, I need you to roll a d6.
Oh no. I'm sure this is fine. Let's see if it does. Well,
Not, you can use
let me
the
see if I.
little simple roller over on the side.
Okay, I'll do that. Oh, well, let me do that either.
See if it'll let me do that. I can roll that for you. All right, you got a 3. A handful of minutes later, he comes out. Soul jar is empty, and he puts the empty jar back on his little shelf on the side of his wagon. And he hands you your axe. Go ahead and edit your axe and increase the bonus by 1.
My.
As
Give it a name.
you take your axe in your hand, you feel like a presence or something in it. It's definitely different. It feels different. It has like aura to it that you can kind of sense. So with your roll, you get the faint tickling in the back of your head as a voice comes through. Where? Hello?
Hey there, little fella.
I can't feel my legs. I can't see anything.
Horrible.
You got an orphan in your axe.
Oh
It's
no.
the best. The best kind.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, you know, formality does mean cruel striker in the old tongue, so this seems appropriate.
So, we're going to go up to this. All right. Well, for Bounty, you are unable to roll anything right now. So could someone else roll me let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, unfortunately, if it's not on my character sheet, it's not letting me do it.
6.
Are you using the little
7.
dice roller on the left-hand side of the tools?
Let me get it.
Oh, let me try that. What do you need? I'll try that.
D8.
Okay.
You got a 7.
7.
I can handle a 7.
Very good or horrible.
Oh, that's quite. Oh God. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. Let's see. We don't need to look at this. I need to find the next table. All right. Give me a D6.
You know, you made a good decision when you have to make lots of rolls.
Okay. I like it. Very nice. Let's see. That'll do it. Yeah, it's definitely the voice of a child. I don't. I can't see anything. I don't know where my mom is.
Well, that's okay, because Papa's got you now.
Papa, you came back.
Yeah, of course I did.
Just took you a long time to go get that gallon of milk.
You went out to get milk and you never returned. I don't know what happened. Last thing I remembered is Mama and I were out picking mushrooms. And then it all just goes dark.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, boy, but some very bad people, they killed your mother, and I'm going to kill all the people who did that. And you're going to help me. It's going to be a big father-son sort of exercise.
Mama said that we're not supposed to hurt people.
Well, they're halflings, so they're not actually people.
Yeah.
What?
Well, fortunately, it's...
Why would I hurt my own kind?
Can everyone hear this?
No, just for Bowdy.
McCavin is just going to be rapid firing on that attack otherwise.
I did. You rolled it, so so fun.
Well, don't worry. We're going to be doing... Yep.
So the way we'll do this is whenever you need a little oomph from your axe, you can try and reason with it.
Okay.
To see if you can convince it that whatever you're attacking might be responsible for their mother's death.
Wonderful.
We'll have this. If McGavin's the Highlander, I think we turn the axe into the Kurgan now. It's like it's going to be the final boss of the campaign.
I mean, there's what, like a 3-to-1 chance McGavin probably did take out his parents. Right? Gotta be McGavin.
Probably.
Gosh.
He's responsible for the vast majority of halfling deaths. Way more than heart disease. It's crazy. Oh, goodness.
You're just below third breakfast and the leading cause of halfling mortality.
Closing, though. I'm closing.
So, yeah, Vergival is... does anyone else wish to take advantage of my wares? My services offered would be the better way to phrase that.
Well, at this point, I think we should save the remainder of our souls in order to haunt what building we eventually get hold of.
I like it. Very good. You can certainly imbue them into certain ways and bind them there. And yeah, they'll haunt the crap out of wherever you want them to haunt.
Tremendous.
I've even
Excellent.
heard of the appropriate spells that you could even use these souls to return the individuals back to their original form. Or you could just destroy them in a dark ritual to create all sorts of terrible and wonderful magical effects.
You write those down for us?
No, that's a service that I would charge for.
I figured I'd ask.
Well, maybe you'll be seeing us again, yes? I mean, surely we'll have more money.
I will stop
later.
by. I'll
All
find
right,
you.
excellent.
Don't you worry about it.
That's ominous. I
I don't know about you. I've got a real good feeling about this fella.
You know, if you are ever looking for more information, more ways to maybe take advantage of your 5 remaining souls, there's a shack in the swamp. Pretty much straight south of Mage Island. in the heart of the swamp. In that shack is a dear, dear old friend of mine by the name of Bazinata Pani. She can help you out.
Ozzy Naughty Panini? What was that?
Bazinata Pani. Let me write
Not
it
a
down.
panini.
Not a panini.
That's
Actually
what I
not a
wrote.
halfling either.
She's definitely not a halfling. Well, she is what she is. And the name's in chat here in Foundry. Anyway, find her, and she can take you down paths to lead to great power, knowledge. She does have her price, but I'm sure you all will be able to afford whatever it might be.
I don't think I've ever felt anybody being so confident about my riches.
Well, she doesn't trade in coin. But I don't want to spoil the fun for her, so we're off to get more souls.
Have fun with that.
You all stay safe on the road as they all
Will do.
depart.
It's great meeting you.
And you, my friend.
Eddie's just saying goodbye to his friend now.
Okay, I miss my friends.
They were probably killed also.
Oh no.
And eaten.
All right.
Well, that man was terrifying, and I think maybe we should kill him because he could be competition later on, but not until after we've capitalized on whatever we can.
Right, now Bodhi's like talking to his ex, so that can't be good.
It
That
means
can't
either
be
his
good at
axe is
all.
very powerful or Bowdy is now insane. Either way could be dangerous for people who aren't us.
Right. Okay. As long as it's not talking back to him, then that would be that wouldn't be good. Clear signs of psychosis, you know?
Pa, I can't remember my name. What was my name, Pa? Papa, don't you remember my name?
Of course I do. I figured if I said it out loud, it'd bring you hurt. It's better for you to be nameless. That way, you never hear stories about the man named Tim that came to town, what wreaks vengeance. No, a real dealer of vengeance is a man with no name. And you are the blade with no name. Fuck it, I'll call you Menko.
Manko? That sounds familiar. Okay. My name is Manko. Thanks, Pa.
You're welcome.
All right.
We're
That's
good
fun.
people.
We're the evil party.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Let me just go add that to the notes for it.
Yeah.
The unintentionally evil party.
So as you all roll up into Torland, like, yeah, it's winter here. Just unforgivingly cold. Wind is blowing, snow's falling. You can feel the ground is hard frozen underneath a layer of snow. Drifts rest against most of the buildings. This is relatively small town here. Looks like they maybe survived off fishing off the river, which is entirely frozen over at this point. Only a handful of houses have wisps of smoke rising out of the chimneys. But you kind of see, as you make your way in off of the town square, a very large house, multiple stories. The rest of the houses in this town are all just a touch above just being called like shacks, cottages. But this is made of wood, milled wood, couple stories tall, glass windows. If you had to take a guess at which one the mayor's house would be, that would probably be it.
Right. I guess we start there.
Yep, let's go knock on that door, get warm, and avail ourselves of his hospitality.
So is it like a very sudden transition, or does it
Yeah.
just get like just slowly? Oh, it's a very sudden one.
It's
Okay.
very like the surrounding area, but I mean like you went from like springtime weather to all of a sudden hard winter. Yeah, Jake, I thought you said you were knocking on the door or something.
Absolutely. I'll go up and I'll kick on the door in a knocking rhythm fashion. Kick, kick, kick.
Sure. The door opens up. There's what might have been a rather portly man standing there. You can see his clothes are very loose. His belt is very cinched, the signs of someone who's lost a lot of weight here recently and hasn't had anything tailored to fit his new waistline. Greetings, friends. What brings you to my door this day? Perhaps you all might be stout adventurers who saw my plea for help over Melanir?
That is exactly what we are. We're stout adventurers here to help.
That is...
May we come in?
Fantastic. Please, yeah, come on out. It's not much warmer in here, but it's a little bit better. I am Mayor Gustavin. And he takes you into a seating room with a very weak fire burning in a cast iron wood stove. And he's like, I ain't got much for refreshments, but I do have some hot water if you want to sip on. That's the closest as I've got to tea anymore. And we still got a little bit of meat left. I gotta pull it out of the snow out back and just throw it on the stove. It'll be good to eat here in 20, 30 minutes maybe. If you want. If
Certainly.
Not, sure.
Certainly.
He goes out back and he comes back with some haunches of rabbit, frozen solid. You can just see the frostbite all over him, and he just puts them on top of the stove. You can see the ice starts melting off, a little bit of sizzle. Anyway, my friends, I am very glad you've come, and I'm happy to see all of your faces. I could tell by, you came in from outside, so you've become acquainted with the terrible affliction upon our village. It's very cold. Very cold.
Verily. Mercifully, we are quite adept at dealing with magical waters.
Okay.
Perhaps magical ice would be no different.
Hopefully. It's, been set in for about a month so far.
Any idea what's causing it? Where did the initial drafts of cold wind blow from?
Oh, yes. Well, yeah, I do believe that I know the source of this foul magic. Some miles outside of Torland, to the north, lies a ruined keep. Now, it's said that this place was once home to a mad wizard. 3 springs ago, a pair of trappers reported seeing lights on in the keep one night, thinking it was local children might be playing up in the dangerous ruins. They went to investigate, and to their horror, they found the place inhabited by foul, rat-like creatures that they have never seen before. And of course, they returned to tell me their story. I immediately contacted a team of adventurers, much like yourselves, and asked them to explore the keep. I have not seen nor heard of them since. Now, that first summer, shortly after the party disappeared, winter set in, as it usually does, but it just never lifted. And I am convinced that whatever dwells in the ruins is the cause of this awful curse. Now, we, the good people of Torland, have been in the throes of winters for near 2 years now. And there seems to be absolutely no end in sight. We can't raise crops or forage for food. And our supplies are just about completely exhausted. Every day that passes, see more and more people leaving for happier lands, and soon there'll be no one left here in Torland. Now, something you can help us with.
You said anyone else other than them adventurers, by the way?
There's been a couple adventuring parties that have made their way there so far. None have returned.
Ah, okay. Just checking. You know, 'cause maybe they just like tripped and fell along the way or something.
Well, if that, I would hope that I hired people more competent than that, but I suppose it's within the realm of possibility.
Your ad didn't say competent, though. It said hardy.
Hardy, yes, it did. Maybe if you all don't make it back, I will make sure that the next flyer I put hardy and competent adventurers.
Look, you didn't really talk much about pay, and you're asking for two things now. What exactly are we going to get compensated for freeing your village? I mean, we were thinking the village.
The village? I cannot give you the village.
Well, what can you give us then?
Well, I'll tell you what. I've got very little to reward you for your services, but there are stories that the mad wizard was hiding treasure in his keep. And if this is true, anything inside is yours if you can remove the curse from the town. And I'll tell you what, I'll even sweeten the pot.
It's ours anyway. I mean, if we kill the guy, we're looting the place whether you say we can or not. That doesn't seem like much of a bargain.
That's fair. I'll sweeten the pot. If you're interested in real estate, I will give you one of the open houses here in town, as well as full ownership and rights to the keep.
Okay, maybe. Let's not just accept the first offer here. Okay, how many halflings you got in this village? Because here's what I'm thinking. All the keep stuff that you just said, and then I want you to round up every halfling who lives here. Just bring them over the keep, and you don't got to ask any other questions. Tell them to shower and bathe and stuff first too.
This sounds wildly inappropriate. Is this some strange fetish thing you're fulfilling? Because I cannot allow my citizens, I cannot allow their bodies to be bartered with in this way. It's unethical.
Just wanted to have them there for dinner. God, your mind just jumped to something absolutely unnecessary. We're just going to have her for dinner.
If that's the
Despite
case,
his appearances, he's a real socialite,
If you're just
Look
inviting
at
him
that
over,
silver buckle.
it is a very nice silver buckle, my friend. Very nice indeed. In fact, it has swayed me along with your words that if you're just inviting them over for dinner, then that is not a problem at all. I mean, I'm sure once you have your keep up and running, they would be happy to enjoy a nice and fulfilling meal with you.
Yep.
And I don't mean to sound,
Give me that
speciesist,
manipulate.
but we are partial to halflings is all.
Don't forget your buckle.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, geez. I forgot. I'm not playing weights. This is
oh dang.
This is cinch. This is weights. Oh goodness. All right. I'll push.
Yeah. Slow roll.
Gosh, there's a success in
6.
there.
I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, it is awfully kind. You must get lonely. I see that you're the only, and the two of you traveling amongst this group of mostly tall people must be quite the need for companionship amongst your own kind.
And what better companionship could one find than in an old keep that's been restored?
Exactly, my friends.
I used to be tall. I was tall.
Like travelers, drifters.
I mean, halflings.
What?
Like yourself.
Oh no!
Fenlor is can I roll move to stealth out of
What
the room?
did you call me?
Well, am I incorrect?
You talking to me?
Yes.
You gotta be talking to me.
I mean, by your stature and your large hairy feet, I mean, it's just, I guess it was very rude of me to assume. I just presumed that if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck in this situation, it was a halfling. But my apologies if I was incorrect
Sure.
in this.
Yeah. Come here for a sec. I can't quite hear you all the way up there.
Oh.
Could you just lean down and just say
Okay.
that a little closer to my face?
Yeah.
You sit.
You thoroughly just slap the crap out of him. He's so weak from eating, he collapsed on the ground. He's in this huff like, oh, get out of my house. I will not be assaulted. But still, clear the keep out.
Yes, we'll let you know when we have that done.
You are not invited back, and I will have to reconsider the meal that you offered to serve our halfling citizens. Because I will not have my citizens being assaulted as such by one as confused as you, my friend.
They're not gonna be assaulted like that. I can tell you that for sure.
He doesn't even use seasoning.
Well, then they are going to be in for a very bland meal. Now, good day to all of you, and I do not wish to see you darkening my door again until the job is complete. If I was not in such a desperate situation, I would thrash you about your ears and throw you out by the seat of your pants.
He's
Really?
Right.
Please
Okay,
don't.
so
Don't tug on the loincloth. It's already bad enough.
Let's go.
Right there,
Door's
son.
still open.
Gotta-
Door's still and be like,
This guy's talking such a big game for a coward who couldn't go up and check out the keep by himself, but whatever, hire other people to do your dirty work for you.
and then close it.
Okay.
So, son, I've heard that one of the things that causes you to black out right before things go is hypothermia. And what we're going to do now is go find the son of a bitch what might have frozen your mother and take him out.
Give me a manipulate test. I like that you were talking Mjolnir.
I'm so horrible at manipulation. It's worth
That's
it.
okay.
Do you want to push that?
Yeah, I do.
Naturally.
Wow.
This here wizard might have frozen your mother. I don't know for sure, but on the off chance that maybe she did,
You will get
let's
an
do it for Ma.
extra +1 bonus to anything that might be the cause to this cold for the next day.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
uh,
I didn't know it was cold out when she died, but if there's people out there making, I gotta get that southern out of his voice now. If there's people out there making people cold and killing people like Ma, then yeah, Paul, we gotta do something.
of course, whenever it's magic and cold, you just never know. It's better dead than not, you know.
Am I dead, Paul? Because I can't
No,
see
you're-
nothing and I can't feel my arms or my feet.
So long as you're remembered, you're never truly dead, and you're always right by my side.
Oh, I appreciate that, Paul. Thank you.
Of course, of course.
You head out of town towards the north, the direction he indicated.
Ooh, can we
Fenlar is
get some
questioning
winter
whether
gear?
he himself is sane at this point.
So the main contact that you probably could have gotten winter gear from doesn't really want to see you right now. You could spend some time knocking on some of the few houses that have some smoke coming out of the chimneys and see if you could possibly barter with them.
Nah.
We'll keep torches lit for warmth.
Okay. There will be times during this when it gets particularly cold where I'll call for endurance tests,
Oh no.
but it's not there yet.
We'll warm our feet in the butts of these rat people.
Yeah. You make your way to the keep. The cold is intensifying as you approach, and eventually you see it's a one-story keep with what looked like the remains of a tower on the southeast corner that looks like it's collapsed and fallen off the side. Stone construction, very sturdy looking. There's large double doors at the front of it, standing open. Hear an odd kind of whistling noise coming from inside, almost like wind through chimes or something like that, like wind over a bottle, air over an empty bottle, or something along those lines. But let's hop over to the map. This is another one of them stylized maps, so please ignore the fact that you're all standing on a sword.
Very large sword.
Very large sword.
It's fit for a giant.
It is. So yeah, you're standing outside of the keep. Doors in front of you.
Imagine how many halflings it would take to wield this.
What's this door constructed out of?
Wood.
For Bowdy, Mifune, you want to handle this door as only you can?
Now, I do say the door is partially opened.
Well, if it's already open, then we better.
Doesn't mean they
keep
still
it
can't
intact.
kick it.
I mean, yeah, you can keep it for fun.
Absolutely, we'll surprise them. Whoever they are, we'll surprise
All
them.
right. Shield in front. Raised. Opening the door.
Sure.
I'll just step in just a bit.
Okay. Yeah, as you step
Gotta
inside
be right behind him.
through the
My
battered
spear
door.
and shield.
Yeah. Take a look around. Initially, this room that you step into was once richly decorated entrance hall. It's been ruined by the passage of time. There's damaged paintings hanging from the walls. Bits of furniture lie on the floor. Cobwebs cling to everything. And you almost choke on the smell of like mildew and rotting wood. There's a brisk wind that's blowing in from outside, giving a shrill but faint whistle to the air. As you kind of look around, you can see immediately there's a long hallway stretching towards the right. Looks like there's a small room ahead. Towards the left, and an opening to what looks like a sitting room towards the right ahead of you.
All right. Well, we've got stuff ahead and stuff to the right. We're going to follow the tendency of the left way is the right way.
It's never steered us wrong.
That's true.
And it's also never steered us right.
That's true. That is
Oh
true.
my. I tried to move my token and now everything's gone crazy.
I am adjusting the light on your tokens. Oh, well, we get a little more vision. If it's gone crazy, click on like one of the other tools, like the little ruler tool on the left, and then click back to the little dude tool up top. That should reset the vision to whatever it needs to.
There we go.
And if someone has a torch or a light source, you can right click on your character. And on the right of the little tools that come up, on the left, the center one is if you have a lantern, the bottom one's if you got a torch, top one's if you got magical light of some kind.
Oh.
Conifer's got a torch.
I had torches.
Yeah. So for Bowdy, as you move into this room, This first room on the left. Long ago, it looks like wooden racks held coats, cloaks, other garments. Most of the racks have collapsed, dumping cloth onto the floor. There's a thick layer of dust, probably from the decayed cloth that covers the stone floor. There's a pile of moldy leather, rotting wood, bits of rusty metal lie in the four corners of this room. But you can also hear a faint scratching noise, but it's hard to pinpoint the location of where it might be coming from in here. But other than that, it's just a small, closed off room.
There's something in here. Scratching. Mufuni, what do your thief eyes see?
Mafune, if you want to give me a thief eye test, that would be scouting.
Thief eye test. Okay. Well, here we go. I don't see anything.
But yeah, you can all hear from this room, or those of you who are up close to it. There's a faint scratching noise. Sounds like maybe mice or something like that. You're not sure. But there's definitely something in the room.
Mice of which size?
Only time will tell.
All right. Well, I suppose we go to the next most left-turn path.
Sure, yeah.
Kind of off this way. Here's a nice little sitting room.
Yeah. This area once looks like it was very comfortable, well-appointed sitting room where visitors to the keep could exchange light conversations. There's 2 chairs and a small couch here, each upholstered in tasteful auburn fabric. A small wooden table, maybe once used for refreshments. Time has been kind to this room. Much of the furniture seems to be in pretty decent condition. There is, however, a very sharp and bitter odor in the air, an odor which reminds you of a smoldering fire or a recently blown out match. Now, the one object in this room that really stands out is on this table is an old yellowed skull. The top of the skull is gone, and just a stubby candle now sets within. Kind of like if the skull was like a jack-o'-lantern. And I have pictures. A picture. Do I get that set up over? Nope. There we go. It sets there, unlit. Also in this room, you can see the passage continues forward to another large room. Looks like it's filled with debris. And then to the right, looks to be a study or library of some kind.
Oh, I suppose forward is still the leftmost path.
Technically,
that.
yes.
Sure.
So put a little fire on that candle just to brighten up the room.
So you light the candle?
I'll light it.
The DM asked, pending your dooming answer.
Absolutely. There's no way this can go wrong. I'll light that candle.
So you light the candle, lets off a pleasant yellow flickering light, but slowly you hear the wind noise increase, the candle flickers. Somewhere in the distance you hear howling and moaning coming from multiple directions, it seems like. It's getting louder as you're standing there, closer, and all of a sudden, in front of you, on the other side of this table, a ghostly image of what you could only imagine was a mad wizard appears before all of you. And its ghostly form. You have entered the house of Barak, master of the unknown, tamer of shadows. I sense an evil presence in my home, and I task as Next, the DM rolls a d6.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! How do you really define evil?
Right. I mean,
He's
sometimes
speaking
you
of the
do-
rat folk in the keep, of course.
He points at Finlar, just completely ignoring the questions in the chatter. And I task you, as he points at Finlar, to cleanse it. And with that, this sickly green ray flies out of his finger and collides with Finlar. Finlar, give me an endurance test.
Oh no. Why must I make the endurance tests? Oh, yeah, I'll push it. Why not?
Sure.
Let's have some fun with it. Oh, that's why not.
Okay. As Finlar collapses onto the ground. And this evil laugh as the ghost slowly fades.
What a dick.
The candle sputters and then explodes, sending skull shrapnel throughout the room. Why don't everyone except Finlar give me a move test?
I
Yes.
haven't never actually entered.
Okay, then
He's
you're
hanging
fine.
all the way in the back.
If I'm just outside of the room, am I safe?
If you're out there with McGavin, then you're safe-ish.
He's so smart.
And
When Jake said he was lighting the candle, I moved out of
Yeah,
the room.
I saw your character just out of there.
for Bowdy, do you want to
Think I
push
should-
that?
He stepped back out. Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll push it.
Jeez.
Well,
Oh, it's
damn
your
it.
lucky day for Bowdy.
Didn't get anything anyways.
It explodes. Mifune dives to the ground, dodging the skull shrapnel. But it just harmlessly pelts off of Ferbaudi's new armor. So, after a moment, our dear friend, Finlar. Finlar, you got your character sheet open.
Yes, I do.
Are you watching it?
I am.
It's being erased. Make a new character now.
Rip. Oh boy.
And go
That's
ahead
swell.
and check out your talents tab. It's Finlar. You come to after a second, and you feel great. Also a little more knowledgeable than what you were before.
I may be the chosen one. And I'll stand up. Well, since there's no candle on the table, it seems, I'll pull out the tallow candle from my gear and I'll just I'll set it on the, let's see, I've got a sack, so I'll just kind of bundle the sack up and stick the candle in the middle of it. Then I'll light my perfectly normal candle.
Okay. There's now a candle in the room.
Now that I think of it, this is exactly what I should have done earlier.
Anything else?
No, I feel great.
So, if the party continues on up,
You know, you look good. You look like you're just standing a little bit taller.
Well, I do feel like I'm a little bit more above everyone, but thank you.
I'm used to it.
so
Forwards then, right?
yeah, this next room, once an elegant ballroom, it's now filled with garbage and debris. 2 exquisite chandeliers still hang from the ceiling, but they are the only trace of dignity left. They are thick with foul odor of rotting food, and despite the chill, insects buzz to and fro, bloated from their feast of filth. and the floor is slick with slime, and rats scurry among the refuse.
We're going to keep the town employed for months cleaning out our new place.
And looking around in this room, you can see there's a passage to the left, as well as a passage up ahead to the right.
I mean, there's always the chance some of these bodies might be prior adventurers. No reason not to search, I suppose.
We could tell Mr. Verg that there might be some souls in here later.
There you go.
Okay, so what's happening?
Well, I mean, we've got a passage off to the left. Just a casual look to see if there's anything glinting on any of these bodies. And
Hold on a minute. I'm going to pick up just some random piece of detritus on the ground and just chuck it really forcefully into one of these piles.
Yeah. You do so. And right before it hits the pile, it just stops midair.
Oh, that's abnormal.
I'm tempted to say you have a hell of a throwing arm, Mifune, but I think something's impeding your missile's trajectory.
All right.
is that some sort of thief magic then?
No, magic's bad. Pick up another and chuck it at each of the other piles to see if that's the same thing that happens.
It does not. It only happens at that one pile. And in fact, as you're watching it, it seems like that bone is slowly moving closer to you.
Is this one of them there cube things?
One of them, they're cube things. I do believe that those cube things are existing, and one of them is existing right now. Yes, attack it from far away, if you would.
Blur it back here. I can't see nothing. I can shoot Conifer. Will that help, Finlar? Will it help if I shoot Conifer?
Not, it won't help Conifer, and I don't think it'll help kill this cube.
I'll just go jump in the thing and then you can shoot me.
Well,
I don't think he would if you did that.
All right, just a second here.
Well, he has to save me from being eaten, right?
Yep. Unless it's like a mama bird situation where I let it kind of chew you up and get you all nice and tender, and then it feeds me.
Somehow, I don't think that's in their nature.
That's a shame.
Just a moment. Okay. As you can see, the token didn't update. Silly token. All right, as it starts slowly jiggling towards all of you, it is moving very slow. So we'll just do popcorn here. Someone said they were doing something first. Who was that?
I'll shoot at it.
Sure. All right. Dan leads us off.
I'll just make this easy.
Do you want to push?
Strong start there. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, seeing other people firing, I would like to do so as well.
Yeah, and you can, like I said, you see this bone, and actually, as you're watching it, what was that? Conifer. Oh, that's your. Never mind. I'm on board. I got confused. Yeah, and actually, so Mifune, as you're taking aim at it, this bone that you threw out at it, you can actually see it starting to kind of like break down. So go ahead and make your shot.
Okay, I was actually going to throw my spear at it.
Okay,
Is that
throw
all
your
right?
spear at it.
Yep, that's what's in. That's what's on hand. But it wouldn't use strength, right? If I'm throwing it, it would use something else. Agility.
It's a chuck. I'll let you use strength on this. There
Nice.
you go.
Ooh,
gosh.
ooh,
There you go.
man. There's a reason Mifune's my rival. He's too good.
And it takes all 4 points of damage. Wow, that is a strong opening hit.
Hmm.
Who's going after you, Mifune?
Oh, for Bowdy.
Ah, you son of a bitch. I'm not letting you show me up, even if it means me making a really dumbass move, because I have no ranged options.
I love it.
So I'll move up in there. All right, now, Minko, I can't tell you for sure this is or isn't the thing what killed your mom, but it works for him. Maybe.
Okay, I mean, I get that extra +1 for a bonus.
There are
Oh, man.
compasses.
Adding even more to this axe. So good. I forgot to put my X Fighter bonus on, but that's okay.
All right. It does soak 1 of that. It takes 2.
I'll spend a will to make him not
Okay.
soak 1.
Takes 3. Now, this thing, yeah.
Oh, go for it.
I was
Sorry.
going to say, this thing doesn't really have the kind of physical form that takes injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So as you hit this, it splits into 2.
Oh, no.
Yay.
Well, I think I'll use my recently purchased Path of the Blade talent to spend a little power.
Sure.
And then I'll do another attack. And in the X Fighter there, and
1 point for 2 damage. Am I rolling armor?
no.
Okay. All right, for Bowdy, who's next? We got Finlar, McGavin, or the cubes.
You know, normally I'd go McGavin, but Fenlar just seems to be presenting himself in a real regal manner that's just hard to ignore.
I'm going to snake around Mifune and for Bowdy, and using my brand spanking new rank 1 melee charge. When I move from near to arm's length, I can, as the same action, slash, stab, punch, or shove. So I'm going to slash at this thing with my dagger.
Cool.
Nice.
Bing, bang, boom. Or not.
Do you want to push that?
No, mercifully, I do have rank 2 of knife fighter, which means that I can also stab as a fast action.
Okay.
There we go.
Nice.
3 points.
Ooh, there you go.
As you
Ooh.
stab this cube, it dissolves into a puddle on the floor.
Oh, yeah. That felt good.
McGavin or the jelly, whoever goes last gets to go first.
Finish it.
I'll let the jelly go, so that way McGavin can just mop up that cube in
All right.
a couple of turns.
It jellies on up to Forbouty. Hits you for 1 point of damage.
Gotcha. And
Got
because
armor?
I moved, I can't parry, right? Okay.
Yeah, you used your fast action. Unless you
Do
got
have armor.
Yeah.
Roll that armor.
You soak the point of damage. All right. McGavin, you're up, and you get 2 turns in a row.
At fast action, I'm going to move so I have line of sight on it. And then my main action, my slow action, I should say, would just be to fire at it.
Sure.
So, let's see.
Down in front or not?
And then, let's see, sharpshooter.
1 point of damage.
I'm not gonna push because I know I got another. But I will use the willpower to make sure that goes through.
Okay. It does go through, and it is still up.
All right,
And
so
it is your turn.
Yeah, then on the new round, I will go ahead with my fast action and ready my bow. And then I will, with my slow action, take a shot.
Yeah.
Again. I still won't do any armor. You can go ahead and do your armor thing.
Okay.
I have another attack if needed.
It takes both points of damage as it then melts into a pile on the ground. You have destroyed this gelatinous cube. Now the fun part, anyone whose weapon came in contact with this, you lose a point of your durability. Any arrows that were collided with it, you're not able to recover. So
It's
you're
a good thing I missed.
yeah. And if it touched your armor, you lose a point of durability on that too.
Ouchies.
So I just reduced my arrows to die size then, just to account for it.
Yep. And
Yeah, seeing how pitted my spear is, I'll just leave it.
Okay.
Ah!
It's okay there, Manko. I know that one hurt a bit, but you did a good job.
Paul. It burns.
I know. You gotta push through the burn. You gotta feel the burn. That's how you grow. That's how you get better.
All right, Paul. I'll try and get better for you, Paul. Okay.
This is horrible.
You're standing in this filthy, filthy room.
Perfect.
All right, all the other piles checked out okay, though, having stuff chucked at them. So
chucked it. That looks like that was the only one.
all right. Being sans my spear now, I will draw my bow and arrow.
Okay.
You know what? I'll take that spear.
Okay. Take a pitted spear, go and pull one over and reduce its bonus by 1.
Yeah, it'd be handy since I don't have a knife anymore.
Oh, that destroyed your knife? Okay.
Yeah, daggers only get 1.
Yeah. So, later, Ashley. Thanks for hanging out. What's next?
Well, this looks like there's more passage off that way to the left.
There is.
Mind the garbage.
Always mind the garbage. It's filthy.
So for Bounty, as you move up to that hallway, you can see there's immediately a left, and then further down the hall, there's another left.
Well, I mean, rules are left and all.
Okay. You look in this small room, stacked with large boxes and crates. Many of the lower ones have been broken from the weight of those on top, resulting in a jumbled pile of collapsed containers and fragments of wood. The rotting wood gives off a stale odor of mildew and decay. Most of the broken boxes seem to have been empty when they collapsed. Perhaps they've had their contents removed over the years. Looking on through, you see that there is another room further in, and it looks to be coated with ice.
I mean, we could try looking through here real quick. Next room's all icy and shit.
Thing is coated with ice, you say?
Yeah.
Yep.
Peculiar.
I'm sure there's
I think
nothing.
just for funsies, I'm going to go up to the ice and put my hand on said ice.
It's cold.
I'm going to attempt to cast a spell on it.
Sure.
Oh my. Is he a magic
Attempt to
user now
cast.
too?
I'll
You're a
attempt to
wizard,
cast
Fenlar.
Sunder on that ice.
Okay, power level 1. Yeah, didn't come up as a mishap. Yeah, you put your hand on the ice, and you see the sheet of ice over the ground all crack and break.
I wish I had a useful spell like that.
That was amusing beyond words. I'll just kick the ice around.
Oh, that's some fancy merchant magic there.
As you're looking into this room, looks like it was once used as a laboratory for research into strange and mysterious matters. There's 2 large workbenches that are covered with shattered remnants of beakers and burners, other strange looking apparatus, most of them all frozen solid. You see icicles dangling off the equipment and the edge of the counters. You've taken care of the ice on the floor. But in the corner, a large throne rests atop a pedestal. Both the throne and the pedestal seem to be carved from a single block of ice that kind of radiates an aura of cold, affecting everything in the room. Set within the ice is a slender shape of a silver sword. You also see a lanky humanoid figure with fur and a face covered in fur and the face of a rat reclining on the throne. He holds a crude scepter fashioned from bones, and a crown similarly made of bones sits on his head. When the beady black eyes lock on you, you get this feeling of revulsion kind of welling up. Greetings, visitors. I am Kashut. What brings you to my home?
So I understand this home belonged to a fella named Barrack. What transaction took place that gave you the keep?
I found
and that very
it
nifty throne.
abandoned, and I took it for myself.
Could you stop with the wintry nonsense, please?
No. This I cannot do. Not at all.
Cannot or will not.
Will not is the right term. Will not indeed. If everyone wants to give me a scouting test.
Scouting, you say?
Scouting.
Look with your special eyes.
What do your thief eyes see?
Mifuna, you pull a success.
Yeah.
Just for like looking at him on the throne.
Noticing your surroundings.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if this will count or not, but I have something called Sixth Sense that allows me. I can't really use that without giving the game away. Really weird.
Sixth Sense.
Oh, because you get to add dice to your pool if there's something hidden.
If there is an actual thing there, yeah.
Yeah.
So weird.
So
I'm gonna push
you
it though.
You would roll scout and you just get a +1.
I just don't know if it would apply in this particular situation, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that unless it.
Go ahead and
No,
add
it
that
does.
+1.
Alrighty.
All right.
Well, shit.
Those of you, what happens when you roll a 1?
Nothing.
Nothing. No,
Okay.
I pushed it so I get damage to my wits.
Another point of wits damage.
Oh, you pushed it.
Good thing you got more wits now.
I'm back to normal.
As this dude's talking, the rest of you are hearing like skittering and scratching noises coming from all directions. As
Except
you
for me.
realize you're being surrounded.
I really just heard it.
Oh my god. Oh god, I heard it. Did you hear it?
I just fire an arrow into him.
Sure, go ahead and roll it.
when I
Screw
hear
this
this,
nerd.
it's like screw this.
Yeah.
Go for it, man.
Would this be considered surprise?
Yeah, he's expecting you all to conversate.
Okay.
I mean, this is the most words that we've let anybody
Nice.
say to us, I think, so far, out of all the people we've killed.
Give me just a moment.
And
Most of the time, we don't even let them talk.
I'm going to blow willpower to increase the damage by 3 points.
Okay.
Oh, you did not roll your weapon, I don't think.
Oh shoot, you're right.
That's fine.
What is
Just take
what is
the
the damage
D6
on
from it, and yeah, what's the damage on your weapon? And then if it has a bonus, just roll that many more D6.
It's got a bonus of 2. It's
So
a short bow.
So yeah, roll
damage of
2d6.
Roll
Base damage is
2d6?
1. Yep, roll 2d6.
Roll 2d6. Okay.
So right now you're doing 3 damage, 4 damage.
And then he was spending willpower to add 3 more,
To
I
turn
think.
it into 7 damage.
Not an insignificant amount.
All right.
Right between the eyes.
Kill him right in the face until he's dead.
Dear Lord.
Then Mifune started blasting.
Uh-oh.
Bang!
I look over to McGavin and say, I'm stabbing from a distance.
So good at this.
They'll never see it coming from back here.
Yeah, you one-shot the dude. As Christ, okay. Well, actually, we're at time. So next session we'll pick up and this combat will play out, but you killed the boss, so
Oh, man.
Swag.
Jeff knows how that
Yeah,
goes.
we didn't even roll initiative. We just executed it.
We pulled it, Jeff.
Talk. Get to the killing.
Buffoni's like, we never let things last this long.
Cool. Well, damn. That's one way to end a session. Yeah, we'll pick up next session. We'll get, actually, I've got everyone's things in there. I'll get initiative rolled up. Mifune gets double cards, so I'll take care of that. And, yeah, combat. Dear Lord, that was exciting. Let's do some XP questions.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did you participate? You get an experience point.
Hooray.
Did you travel through at least one hex? You actually got through 2. Did you discover a new adventure site? I'll say yeah. Did you defeat 1 or more monsters? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find a treasure worth 1 gold or more? I don't know if we've really found anything yet, so no.
I mean, we did find a keep.
Well, yeah, it's our keep now.
We'll handle this next session. It may not be yours yet.
Okay. Worst
much is the
case,
soul
we did
on-
find a couch.
Well, you bought
The
those
orphan
souls.
soul. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did
Wasn't
find
there
a couch.
silver sword like somewhere in here?
In
Yeah.
his throne, in this ice throne.
Right. Well,
frozen.
it just says find. It doesn't say acquired.
You could take
Look,
it
I
this
am an expert on the English language.
It is. I mean, you're right. I mean, you could take it this time, but not next time. Not for this
Okay.
sword.
Well, see, Jeff, that's why I said we start with the couch. We found the nice couch, and then we found something else later.
Okay.
Yeah.
We haven't done any stronghold stuff yet, and I don't think anyone activated the Pride or Dark Secret. I still need to readjust those.
I'm gonna make an argument for McGavin's Dark Secret, as I made the change that I said a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that my Dark Secret is that I am a halfling, and so
Take
whenever
It was called out. It was called out.
It was called out.
It
So I think I was
was.
affected by it.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you risk your life for another PC? Anyone think they can claim this?
Anytime I'm adventuring with this party,
Yeah.
You risked your own life. And did anyone perform an extraordinary action? I think Bert gets
One-shot
this
kill.
for one-shotting the
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah.
For Bowdy, I think maybe you could take this too.
Yes.
I became the chosen one.
Yeah, maybe you could take it too, Finlar.
Maybe to get a half of one.
There you go. All right. That's what we got.
Nice.
We'll be back for more of this in a week. But let's do some closing plugs. The stream's getting kind of choppy, so this is a good time to start wrapping things up. Bert, what do you got going on this week?
This Friday, we've got some BX Dungeons and Dragons on twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder. We've got this Saturday is not Goodman, right?
No.
Right. Okay. So Sunday, we've got some Shadowrun using the Tech Noir system.
Nice.
And check out the podcast at Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com.
There we
Over a
go.
decade's worth of good gaming stuff going on there.
Nice. Jeff.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing on Friday on twitch.tv/the Lollygaggers. Maybe something, maybe not. I know on Saturday we're playing One Ring 2nd edition, so you can come check that out. And on Monday we are playing Ultraviolet Grasslands, and you can see almost everybody on the screen now in that. And yeah, that's it for now.
Cool. Jeremy.
Just hanging out with you, beautiful people.
Any Patreons?
Yeah, man. Check out Aaron Reese on Patreon. We just recently released a preview of the issue 4 of Black Blizzard. Catch back issues, catch maps, catch RPG assets, some 5e modern stuff. It's
Nice.
a good time.
Very cool. And here on Defenders, we got you Friday night and Saturday night. Friday at 10, we're doing some more Shadowrun, where Jake's character is going to cause me so much trouble. And then...
Only at first. It'll be fine.
Okay, cool. And then Saturday, we're doing The Darkest House at 9 p.m. And Jeff and Jake will be there for that as well. Steven's running that. And that's what we got for the rest of the week. We'll be back here next Wednesday to do this fight and claim a keep. Oh, are we doing that? Hang on, I can do that too. I'll get this out of the way. It's in the way. I like this one because you're off to the side just a little bit, so you're peeking over my shoulder. There we go.
Kind of gotta get your shoulders up just a little bit, I think.
Perfect. Perfection. All right. That's all we
damn.
got. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. And
I almost can't tell. I'm not actually just looking at the picture still.
It's wonderful. So, yeah. Until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs, and one-shot any bosses while they're in their monologue. That's how you do it.
Best way.
Deuces.